Good morning, it's Thursday today. I've had a funny week, you know, I've been doing a lot of catching up of editing all week. I've had a couple of days off filming. I have just had a phone call from a builder and he's coming round in half an hour, so I better get dressed actually. I had a late night last night, as I often do, editing till very late, and then didn't get to bed till nearly 1, so I didn't get up till 9. So yeah, I only just finished my language learning and the phone rang, and like spring to action time now really. The vlog will have to wait, the editing of the vlog, not this one, because I need to get dressed quickly and just have a bit of a tidy up before he comes around. I finally got hold of the landlord for next door. I've been trying for months and months. I haven't been trying very hard. I've been leaving messages and he hasn't been getting back to me, and I haven't been chasing him, but I finally went in person to the letting agency that he rents the house through and got his number on a bit of paper, came back, rang him. It was the wrong number. I had to ring the letting agency again, got the right number, and he was just so amenable and pleasant. He said, get a quote, let's see if we can turn this around in the next couple of weeks. I'll go halves with you. So pleased for that. So I rang a builder and immediately, like, he's rang me back today, but there's 4 things I need doing to my house basically. So number 1 is the chimney. I think that is one of the priorities. I said to him, do you do floors like vinyl flooring in bathroom, because I'm not having any luck with any other companies. And he said yes. So I would say this is priority number 1 if I had to prioritise them. I'm just sick of walking on the underlay. It's been months and months and months. So hopefully we can get that done. I'd given up completely now on company number 1 that said they'd do it. And company number 2, they're overloaded with work basically. This is what happens when you work in that kind of business. It's feast or famine from my experience. You get loads and loads of work and you can't manage it all, and then it makes you look bad then because you're not getting back to people, or you don't have enough, and it's like ebb and flow throughout the year. Anyway, that's where they're at. But this builder said, yeah, sure, I'll have a look at it. Another thing is I need some roof vents, I think. I'm gonna have him go up there and poke his nose around a bit and tell me if he thinks I need roof vents. I think I need roof vents because it was in the survey saying I needed roof vents, and I still haven't done it, so let's do it. I had a lovely summer financially, saved all that money up, and now I can see what'll happen. It'll all go on building work, but never mind. Behind this vent here, in my bedroom, is the old chimney, and I took this off a while ago. I don't think I was vlogging that day, so you probably didn't see what happened. What happened was there was an awful noise that sounded to me like bricks falling down the inside of a chimney. I don't think it was. I think actually it was something falling off shelves next door. Probably the kids did something and set off some kind of cascade. But anyway, it alarmed me and made me want to take off my vent and look in my chimney. And when I did, I found it was completely clogged up with debris, sticks, soil, rubbish. I think children had been poking things in. There was even like protractors, you know, from a maths kit and stuff like that in there, pen tops. So I would like some advice on that, because I'm just a bit worried that over the long term that might cause some damp maybe, but he'll tell me anyway, won't he? Anyway, I need to put this camera away and do a mad scramble to get washed and dressed and have a quick clean up, because most normal human beings have done that already today. Not me though, nocturnal limo. I'll speak to you later. It's 5 to 12 and they're still not here. I've got my vlog exporting, so I've been working on that most of this time after doing a mad dash, just picking up the worst of the mess. But anyway, I am starving. I've been holding off having my breakfast because I thought, well, I don't want to just sit down to breakfast and then the door knocks and then, you know, but I'm going to have to eat something because I'm getting the wobbles now. I'm still in my corn cakes and yoghurt phase. There are frozen cherries and frozen blueberries in there, natural yoghurt and a bit of golden syrup over the top for the sweetness. Hey, seeing these 2 things has just reminded me I did do a little food haul video the other day and I haven't put it in a vlog yet, so I shall put it in a moment. This seeded bread is very nice. Right, I'll pop that clip in here. So this is me on Sunday with my Lidl haul. I've laid it all out for you and put the prices on them. Starting with the 2 frozen items, we've got Quorn mince, £2.95. Now this is the sort of thing I feed to my boyfriend and daughter. I don't tend to cook it for myself because I'd rather just have pulses, but they like that. I got these vegetarian burgers. They were £1.99 for 2. Again, something I feed other people, don't cook just for myself. I love these lentil bites, £1.25 for all those. The problem with these is once I start, I just can't stop myself. Honestly, self-control goes out of the window, but they are lush. For 39 pence, I thought we'd try these cheap alternatives to the pasta in sauce. I know my daughter likes them. I know they're not very healthy, but I thought we'd give them a go anyway, see what they were like. 39 pence each. Now, a bit of an extravagance. I just wanted to try it because I like to try different things. It's a Taka dal. So it's just a ready cooked dal. So if I could just quickly do some rice with that. There's a meal. That was £1.49. I might have had it before. I really can't remember. But anyway, it takes 1.5 minutes in the microwave. So that'll be a midweek lunch for me when I'm on my own sometime. Now, Lidl's is my favourite place for getting the toilet wipes because they're fragrance-free, sensitive ones. And they're only 68p. So I got 2 while I was in there. My daughter absolutely loves this dried mango, so that was £1.29, so she'll be working away at that throughout the week, I dare say. I treated myself to a most decadent almond milk chocolate bar. I've never tried this before. I love the hazelnut ones, so let's see what that's like. This was not from Lidl's. This is like an extraneous item. I got these from my boyfriend's apple tree. They're cooking apples. You can't bite into them, honestly, they are so sour, but good for cooking. For £1.69 I got this wafer thin ham for my daughter's packed lunches this week. For £2.99 the Marsdam sliced cheese, I love it. For 55p I got this mozzarella, that's for me really. I got 2 of these lovely soft rolls and they are lovely and soft and fresh from the bakery in Lidl's and they were 21p each, so I got 2, so that'll start Izzy off for her packed lunches for tomorrow. Ready rolled puff pastry, 95p. I haven't tried this before. It doesn't contain lemon juice and they usually do. My daughter can flare up with her eczema with lemon juice, so this has citric acid, so let's give that a go and see how she gets on with that. Want to make an apple pie, basically that's why I've got that. Speaking of pastry, got 2 of the pastéis de nata and they were 55p each, also from the Lidl's Fresh Bakery. Now I hadn't seen this before. It's a low GI multi-seed cob and it was £1.49 in Lidl's. They used to do one of these in Greggs. Well, it was a sliced version, different shape, but multi-seed low GI, and we loved it. Then they stopped selling it. Oh, I forgot to put the price on that one. I'll come back and tell you that in a minute. I'll just put it to one side to remind me. 32p for these rather luscious looking deluxe sourdough crumpets. I'm looking forward to those this week. For 65p I got some tins of mushrooms, 65p each. I really like them. I know a lot of people don't like them, think they're a bit slimy. They don't really taste like fresh mushrooms. And no, they don't, but think of it as a different thing on its own. A bit like, I don't know, cockles or something, but for vegetarians. They've just kind of got that chewy texture to them. So I got those. Mange tout, 95p. 95p also for these large flat mushrooms, and they are large. Look how big they are. So I'll enjoy that this week. Now I had to write the price on the end of here. What's that say? £1.16 for this mighty massive courgette. I got some spring onions as well. I wrote the price on my hand for that, 49p, because there was nowhere to write it. Aubergine, 69p. Right, where was I? Now, they've got oat barista milk, and like the Oatly barista is very, very nice in coffee and a lot more expensive. I think that was about £1.80. It was on the shelf down from this one, but I thought let's give this brand a go, see what it's like. 59p for green olives, 69p each for both of these. One is the black-eyed beans and one is chickpeas. Did I say the black olives, 59p? Well, if I didn't say it, there it is. Well, I don't think I paid for this, do you know? I think she's put it through the till and it hasn't registered because it's not on the receipt. I think it was about £1. I can't remember, but I love them in stews. Anyway, back to today's vlog. I'm back to today. Oh, I can feel a really cold draft coming down from up there. True to form, I took a bite out of my breakfast and tap, 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 tap up the door. So in he came, really lovely guy. So I showed him all the bits and bobs that I needed doing, started to get carried away wanting other things I hadn't thought of. I want, and you're probably going to laugh at me for this, but I want a bidet toilet seat. I'm not even joking. Normally, they're meant for people that need help in that area. It washes your bum or other area, whatever you require, front or back. At the perfect body temperature, at the press of a button and at the press of another button, blow dries it. And it doesn't take up more space like a separate bidet. What's not to love? I think they're brilliant. I just want one. I've wanted one for about 15 years. So, you know, we were talking about the floor and, you know, having to get the pan up to get the floor underneath or cut and do it around it. And I said, well, to be honest, I've got a crack in the pan. And I think at some point in the history of my life, I'm going to have this toilet replaced. And I don't know when. I don't know if it's going to suddenly just go crunch. When I had the guy in here fixing it before, who I still haven't paid. I've asked him what's your back's details and he just doesn't get back to me, so I owe him 60 quid or something like that. He hasn't actually told me specifically how much I owe him, but anyway, if you're watching, get back in touch. I've got your money for you. I've given up trying to chase you for it. But anyway, that guy did say when he was fixing it, don't rock around too much on the toilet. It's kind of on its way out, but it's okay as long as you don't, you know, do a rocking motion on the loo. You should be fine. So, I mean, let's get it done at the same time as the floor. That's what I'm thinking. It makes sense to me, and if I could get a bidet toilet seat on it, oh, you know, if I've got to change the toilet anyway, get that lovely squirty, you know, then we won't be having all this lot, will we? Seems perfectly sensible if you ask me. If I get one of those, I'll be the envy of all my friends. They'll be coming round to my house just so they can go to the loo and have a nice clean bum afterwards. And I tell you what, if I get one of those, I bet you'd be round here more often. What insights can I share with you from my builder's visit today? Because I do like to tell you what I have learned. That's looking a bit dishevelled, so we had that off and he was having a little look, and he said yes, if you've got a really blocked chimney it can possibly indeed cause damp in the masonry and all that. So he said some houses are worse for it than others, depends on all manner of factors, but yeah, it can be a problem. So he said but they could rod it from the top while they're doing the chimney to get all that debris out. He says he'll give me a quote for both removal of the chimney and patching up the chimney, but in his opinion, whip it off. But he did say there could be one complication because it is a shared chimney with next door. If they are using a gas fire, it could be using the chimney, though given that it's completely blocked, if they are using a gas fire, it's probably not a very good idea. So I need to find the guy next door and have a little chat to him about that. I don't think they are. I've never seen anything coming out of my chimney like, I mean, sometimes you see like heat shimmers and things, don't you? I've never seen anything, so I don't think he is. I should probably go up into the dreaded loft yet again and tell you what he said about that. Much as I am not a fan of climbing up here, but you know, got to do these things for the vlog. The whole point in them, well, there's lots of points to vlogs, but one of the points is to succinctly tell you all the bits of learning I've come across in my day, and then you can learn it too, and it could be useful. Oh, I hate coming up here, so perhaps I should bring my Hoover up actually. I can't really stand up very well here. He said the last time he came up here, it was full of furniture because it was the previous occupants. He said it was absolutely packed, and obviously issues with airflow. Anyway, I talked about having a couple of vents up here for airflow, you know, to keep it not too damp. I said I'm a bit concerned about a couple of things up here, but I have spoken to him about it on the phone in the past, and he said, don't worry. And he confirmed that. You can see where he's rubbed his fingers on this. A little bit of mould on these beams here, and I said, I'm a bit worried about it, you know, what if it goes right through, compromises its integrity? He said, no, they're sound. All the houses are like that around here. Don't you worry about it. That's not going to cause any trouble. And I also said, I'm a bit worried about this malarkey. Here, look at that. Oh, I said, what if it just keeps on decaying and the whole lot comes crumbling down? And likewise, he said, no worries. He said what they can do is they can fill it. You know, like when you go to the dentist, they clean the muck out of your cavity and clean a bit more of it out of the way, and then they fill it when they've got a nice sound base to work with. Same thing, yeah. You can see it's all crumbling, can't you? I had, I don't know if you were watching this vlog this long ago, but we had a mega storm. It was a really bad storm. I came off very, very lightly. A lot of homes in the UK and local area were really badly damaged. So I said to him, you know, I didn't ring you at that time about my little minor problem because I thought you were going to be inundated coming to the rescue of people in dire need. So I didn't. But anyway, I had rain coming in just as a complete fluky one-off, and I think it was like the rain was coming in at a certain angle somehow somewhere, but it never did it again. But it was all running down there, and it's left like a watermark on the floor. You can't see it because it's now covered up by that powdery debris that's coming down. Anyway, I feel really positive. We're going to get things set in motion. It's an investment in the house, isn't it? My home for hopefully ever. I love it here. I don't have any plans to ever move at the moment. You never know what'll happen though. Look, my childhood toys there that I can't bear to get rid of. Silly really, isn't it? 'Cause they're all in a loft in a bag. All right in there, Bungie. There's Bungie's legs there. So this is all my rubbish. Oh, another thing I'm going to get a quote for is blocking off that's next door through there. I should have got that done really when I moved in. It said on the survey you've got to do it because of fire risk. You know, if they get a fire next door, it could come through and burn my house down. So really it does need doing. And yeah, so I'll get a quote for that as well. I said it's going to be such a big long list, I probably won't get it all done at once in case it's too expensive, but you know, gradually get them done, sorted. It's my camping gear there. suitcases, quite a few suitcases. There's things like spare bedding, like duvets and pillows and things, so if we do get a sudden influx of a huge number of guests for any reason, we can come up and get the bedding down and accommodate them on various, well, I don't know, there's probably some air beds somewhere. An old rug, just in case I ever want to use it for anything. What's that? Oh, a Christmas tree. Yeah, right, I'm going back down. Not my favourite. I am going to turn around, don't worry. People will be like, don't go down forwards. I don't think I can get on the ladder the other way. Rotating. Ah, the weather's taking a turn, look at that. One of these types of days. I'm still working at my desk, but just thought I'd take a moment to show you what the weather was doing. Calming off a bit now though. It's 8:20 at night now. I've had a pretty industrious day with the camera off for most of it. This afternoon I've been to the chemist trying to sort out a prescription for myself, which got mixed up yesterday, so that was like a 2-day job to do that. I have been on the phone trying to sort out some of Izzy's medication, which has not been forthcoming, so trying to work out, going from one department to the other, trying to work out what the lag is. What else have I been doing? I have been playing my flute, playing my old spare flute in the cellar, because I don't have my normal one at the moment. One of my Katie bands is going to learn some new tunes, and one person in the band doesn't read, well, a couple don't read sheet music, but one of them needs to learn the melody, so he asked me to record myself playing them and send that to him, so I did that. I also, for another band, have been notating something for IB to learn, because he can learn from the notation software itself, because it plays it for you. So if you're not that fluent at reading sheet music, it's like having stabilizers on, you know, it's kind of like in between reading it just off the page and hearing it. You've got both, and you can see where it is on the line as well, so it's a good aid. Yeah, I did that. I done, yeah, editing, yeah, and just various other things like that really, and just haven't really stopped at all day until now. I've got somebody, oh, I'm selling a flute, a wooden one. I won't show it to you now, you're probably not that interested, but it's beautiful. Oh, it's such a nice flute. I can't play it, it's too big for me, the spacing in it is too big. I tried and tried, I spent an absolute fortune on it in my early 20s. I had it handmade to custom specifications, and it's quite a highly sought after model now at this moment in time, and so somebody's got wind of the fact that I have one to sell. She's a friend of IB's, a trusted person. She's going to borrow it for a bit, have a play on it, and decide whether she wants to buy it off me or not, because it'll be quite a big commitment if she does. She thinks she does, because she's played a similar model made out of a different type of wood. Anyway, I am rambling on about this. You're probably not that interested in my old flute. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. Please give it a like if you liked it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!